Hi, this is YC coming to you from beautiful sunny South Carolina today, the last day of July, and I hope you're having a sunny day. And if you're not, I'm about to make your day sunny because I'm going to make some Blondies, blonde brownies today. And if you've never had a blonde brownie, you're missing out. So I'm about to help you have a good day. The first thing we're going to do to get started is we're going to set our oven to 350 degrees. Okay? And the next thing that we always do is what? Prepare our pan, right? And if you don't know anything about brownies, I'm going to tell you that you should always use a metal pan. And this is an old, looks like a beat up pan that you'd have in a cabin somewhere. I'm telling you, it's my favorite pan. It's my favorite 9x13 pan. And if it's metal, your brownies will turn out good every time. For some reason, glass doesn't make them rise as much, and it just doesn't do as good a job as a metal pan. And you're going to go ahead and grease it. And this particular recipe, you can actually use butter to grease it. You don't want to use shortening because it's hydrogenated, and it doesn't need lard. You know, and you don't need to use spray on this particular recipe because it's a baked good, it's a dessert. So I just use the wrapper from the butter, and you grease your pan this way. Okay, there, we got that done. We'll put that aside. Okay, and then we're going to get started. The first ingredient you're going to want to put in your bowl is what makes these blondies and not regular chocolate brownies? The brown sugar. You're going to use 2 cups of brown sugar. Okay? And then we're going to put 2 cups of flour. And if you're not sure how to do flour properly, this is what you need to do. I put mine in my bag in a canister. You need to fluff it up and aerate that flour. If you pick it up and it's heavy and it's dense, you're going to get way too much flour. It's going to be like 3 cups when you're only supposed to have 2. It's important to sift through it, or you can use a sifter, which is not really necessary when all you have to do is fluff it up with a spoon, because today's flours are a little bit different. Okay, let's see, we'll get 2 cups here. And just, you know, fluff it up as you go. Make sure it's light and airy. I know you can't see my cup. I'm putting 2 cups. You know what 2 cups looks like. Okay. And the line, that is almost the line right there. I'm going to tell you that right there. There it is right there. Just dump it in. Okay. And then you're going to want, and I already melted this a little bit in my toaster oven because you know I don't use a microwave. I don't believe in them. But this is 2/3 cup of butter. And you can melt it a bit or just leave it out to be softened. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that in. Alright. Like that. Okay, and then you're also going to have a couple eggs in this recipe that I've been leaving out at room temperature. Let me go ahead and mix this around a little bit. I'm going to get a fork for this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Mix this around a bit. And this is one of my children's favorite recipes. And I usually have all the stuff in the house. Usually you have butter and flour and eggs and, you know, brown sugar. Because the kids use brown sugar on their oatmeal. So we usually have it in the house. Okay. Let me just get these ingredients going a bit. And you know, I know some people, oh, you got to put the butter with the egg. Just throw it in a bowl. Don't be fussy. See, there's your egg. Right there. It's another egg. Right there. It all gets in there, trust me. Okay? And you're gonna want a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay? There you go. And then you want a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Which mine is like pretty much almost at the end. I'll tell you what I have that will help me out. You're gonna laugh at this. I have a big one right here. You just say, my gosh, that's a big, we use it in our pool. Same thing. Don't freak out, it's the same. Baking soda. Same thing. Okay? Trying to balance the pH and everything. Okay, there you go. Okay. Let me put a clothespin on this because I don't need that spilling over, you know? It's pretty big. Okay. Alright. And you want to put a pinch of salt. And you can just do that. Yeah, there you go. Just a pinch. Okay, now let's get these ingredients together. Just work with it if the butter's not all the way. You just have to work with it the best way you can. It's gonna resemble, you know, a really, really thick paste. It's not supposed to be watery, and it's supposed to be wet, but it's supposed to, you know, like be like a real wet dough. Not a dough you'd want to roll out with your hands. Okay. So you can see it coming together here. It's looking really good. It's not a fussy recipe, it's a quick recipe. You usually have the stuff in the house, and my kids just love it when they're looking for something maybe after supper or at the end of the day, you know. Let me go down my list, make sure I have everything. Brown sugar, the butter, the eggs, the flour, baking powder, baking soda, and of course we're going to put in, today we're going to use M&Ms, the little ones, because that's what we have on hand. You can use nuts if you want. I have a child that's not particularly fond of nuts inside things. A lot of people aren't, so we're going to use these. And it doesn't matter how much you want to use. I wouldn't use more than, you know, a cup or a cup and a half. I might save some for the top. I can put some in it, like that, and then I can put some, you know, on the top that I don't mix in. Okay, and I'm going to go get my spatula so I can spread this into my pan. Make sure that there's, you know, no obvious lumps, but it looks mixed up for the most part, and so we can spread it in to our pan. Okay, and this, I mean, this recipe is so easy. Even my kids will make it sometime when I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it. They make it. They just put it together. Okay. This is going to help me scrape it out of the bowl. And usually you cut these, you know, into rectangles. When they're done, I can tell you, they don't usually make it to the next day in our house. Okay, so at this point, you just kind of spread it from corner to corner, spread it around as you do. Got a strip of from the butter in there. Oh, my stove said I'm ready. Well, that's just perfect timing, isn't it? So see, it pays to preheat your oven. Just gotta be quick when you put your stuff together. Okay. Alright. And that's good. I mean, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna spread around when it heats up, you know. Oh, I'm already starting to get hot. See, I do all these recipes with the oven. Oh, what is wrong with me? Okay. So let's just spread that out a bit. All right, now let's just sprinkle some on top of this. You know, just to make it look pretty. And really, I mean, you don't even need these. If you don't have these in the house, just make them anyway. You don't need this. You don't need anything in it, really. I just wanted to make it look pretty because I'm showing you how to make one of our favorite brownies. Okay? I'm just going to pat it down a bit. I think that they're going to go down as soon as the heat hits them, really. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and now that my oven is preheated, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll bring you back when they're all done. Hi, welcome back, everyone. You will not believe what this house smells like right now. If anyone knocks on our door, they're going to say, "What are you baking?" It is really fantastic. And you can see how beautiful these blonde brownies turned out. When it looks wrinkly like that and cracked like a lake bed, you know you hit it right on. And this is, I mean, it looks good. It smells good. This is going to be fantastic. And of course, you know, I have it on a rack because you want air to go under it a bit. And you don't need to cool it completely, just slightly. And you cut them while they're warm. And I like to use a serrated knife to do that. And you know for sure that they're done when you can see them pull away from the sides of the pan. And you're going to see like a little space in there, like a little ditch. That's how you know they're done. And you want to go along the edge with your knife. Make sure you can do that. Go along the edge. Make sure that they're coming apart from it like that. And then you can proceed to cut your blonde brownies. It says it makes about 30, but I've always made, you know, like 24. However big you like to cut them for your family. I'll go ahead and make the rows. They're going to be chewy and ooey and gooey and oh my goodness. And while I'm cutting these, word has it that years and years ago there used to be white brownies and dark chocolate brownies made with cacao. That was called Congo brownies with really good chocolate and molasses and everything. Well, a famous southern chef years ago decided that he likes light brown sugar better than white sugar. But he wasn't really a big chocolate lover. Hence, the blonde brownies were born. And boy, I'm glad that he came across that mistake. Let me tell you, these are beautiful. But I have a really good chocolate brownie recipe too that I would like to share with you one day. And I had these in at 350 for 25 minutes. But, you know, my stove's getting old. You gotta use your best judgment for your stove because I ended up leaving them in there like 10 minutes longer. I didn't think they were quite done in the middle, and I wanted to make sure that they were, so they stayed in 10 minutes longer. You know, you don't want them burnt around the edges, but you want to make sure the center is done also. And if you just enjoy looking at this, hang on one second, I'll get a spatula to get those out. Okay, this will work. Okay, here's that's the corner piece. Okay, and then here's one of the side pieces. I'm not going to take them all out like this and throw them on the counter. I just wanted you to see them. This one here happens to have a lot of the chocolate chips in it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. And my kids go crazy over these. And I hope you enjoy these and give them a try as much as my family. And this will make your day a sunny day.